Welcome to the session on the frequency domain analysis. In this session, we are going to discuss the Bode plot and the Nyquist plot, which are the important methods or the techniques for the stability analysis in the frequency domain. So first, for the Bode plot, we require the prerequisite knowledge of the poles and zeros. So as we know, this is a transfer function approach. So the transfer function is the ratio of Laplace transform of output to the Laplace transform of input, with all initial conditions are considered negligible or zero. And this transfer function approach is only applicable to the LTI systems, that is a linear time invariant systems. And there is the open loop transfer function where the roots of the numerator equations are called as the zeros and the roots of the denominator equation are called as the poles. This is the pole zero plot. Okay, suppose for the example given in the equation, open loop transfer function is equal to s plus 8 into s plus 14 divided by s into s plus 4 into s plus 10. So there are 3 poles and there are 2 zeros. Okay, so there are 2 poles at, so there are 3 poles at s equal to 0, s equal to minus 4 and s equal to minus 10. Okay, s equal to minus 10. So these 3 poles are represented by cross symbol, and there are 2 zeros, one at s equal to minus 8 and second is at s equal to minus 14. They are represented by small circles. So this is a pole zero plot. Next, what is a Bode plot? Bode plot, actually it is a graphical representation. It is a function to find out the stability of control system. It consists of 2 plots. One is the magnitude plot and another is called as the angle plot, and both are the plots are versus the frequency. So frequency is a major common term with the magnitude as well as the phase angle plot. So here what are the different considerations in the Bode plot? First of all, the open loop transfer function is should be a open loop transfer. It should be in the form of the time constant form. Okay, so the time constant form, then it is replaced with the j omega form. So replacing the operator s by j omega, that is the main task. First of all, here we are having in the Bode plot. So wherever the s is there, we have to replace that the s by j omega. So g of s becomes g of j omega. So we have to arrange the following form in the time constant form, that is called as. Then we have to find out the magnitude and the phase angle. Okay, so in the magnitude plot we are having the slopes. Okay, for the each initial slope, how it is calculated for each pole, each simple pole or the pole at the origin is minus 20 dB per decade, that is the slope. Means for the type 1 system minus 20 dB per decade. Type of the system, that depends upon the location of poles at the origin, number of poles at the origin. Suppose there are no poles at the origin, means this is the type 0 system. At that time the initial slope is of 0 dB because there is no pole at the origin. If there is only one pole at the origin, means type 1 system, the initial slope is of minus 20 dB. If there are the 2 poles at origin, the initial slope is of minus 40 dB, and if there are the 3 poles at the origin, that the initial slope is of minus 60 dB. So this is the magnitude in the slope contribution by the poles. And if there are the zeros, the any zero at the origin or the simple zero will contribute the plus 20 dB per decade, and each pole will contribute the minus 20 dB per decade. So the procedure for the Bode plot is what? First of all, we have to convert the equation of g of s into g of j omega. So that we are getting in a time constant from 1 plus j omega t1, 1 plus j omega t2 divided by j omega raised to n, that is indicating the pole at origin, 1 plus j omega ta, 1 plus j omega tb. What this t1, ta, tb, t2, what this indicate? These are the time constants. And the very important thing is here in the Bode plot, that is the corner frequency. Corner frequency, because both the plots, magnitude plot and the angle plot, are with respect to the frequencies. So these frequencies where the actually slope and angle changes, these frequencies are the corner frequencies. So the first step that we require to find out the corner frequency. Corner frequency is nothing but the reciprocal of the time constant. So when how many time constants are present, that same are inverse, we are getting the corner frequency. Okay, so if we are having the 3 time constant, so we have the 3 corner frequencies. So 1 by t1, 1 by t2, 1 by t3, they are giving the corner frequencies. So to draw the magnitude plot, first of all, the slope will change at each corner frequency by the 20 dB per decade for each 0. If there is a root 0 root present, then we have the slope of plus 20 dB, and we have the pole, then the minus 20 dB per decade change will be there in the magnitude plot. And all the slopes are resultant slopes. Means suppose we have the first slope of the minus 20 dB for one pole, and we have another pole of minus 20 dB, then the resultant slope is of minus 40 dB. And same for the complex conjugate 0 or 4, there is the slope will change by the plus 40 dB and minus 40 dB respectively. For the 0 complex 0, it is a plus 40 dB, and for the complex pole it is a minus 40 dB. So how to draw the plot, magnitude plot for the type 0 system? Means if there is a no pole present at the origin, at that time the initial line or the initial slope is of 0 dB on the 20 log k line. 20 log k line, that is the reference line for the magnitude plot. If the one pole is at the origin, means type 1 system, at that time as the pole is there, the contribution of the pole in the magnitude plot is the minus 20 dB. Then if the type 2 system is there, means the 2 poles at the origin, then means there are the 2 poles, so the slope is of minus 40 dB per decade. Then the slope due to the poles are zeros are shown or represented there. The simply you need to remember that slope due to 0 is plus 20 dB per decade, and the slope due to the pole is minus 20 dB per decade. And we have to calculate the angles for the angle plot for the different values of frequency omega. These values of frequency will be selected by us, and we'll draw the plot of the angle with respect to the frequency. And finally, finding the angle plot, we'll get the gain margin and phase margin. This gain margin and phase margin, if both are the positive, system is said to be stable. And when the gain margin and phase margin both are positive, that we'll see that depends upon the omega gc value and omega pc value. Omega gc is the gain crossover frequency, omega pc is the phase crossover frequency. Gain margin, this is the amount of gain that is given in the decibels that can be added to the system before the system becomes unstable. Okay, so that will prevent the system from becoming unstable. So what is the phase margin? This is the amount of the phase lag in the degree that can be added to the system before the system becomes unstable. So how the gain margin is calculated? It is a 20 log 1 upon magnitude of the open loop transfer function, or the minus 20 log of g of j omega. The gain crossover frequency, this is the frequency where the magnitude plot intersect the 0 dB line, or the value is 1, that is denoted by omega gc. And what is the gain phase margin calculations? Phase margin in degree, that is equal to 180 degree plus angle of g of j omega. The phase crossover frequency, that is the frequency where the phase plot intersects the 180 degree angle plot line. Okay, that is denoted by omega PC. The less phase margin, there is a more oscillating system. So the gain margin and phase margin, if both are the positive, system is stable. This, see this one, in the magnitude plot omega GC, at the omega GC you are finding the phase margin, and at the omega PC, means phase crossover frequency, we are finding the gain margin. So where the omega GC is what, this is a gain crossover frequency, where our magnitude plot cuts the 0 dB line, and what is the omega PC, where our angle plot intersects the 180 degree line. So these are the two values of frequency. It will determines the stability or instability of system. Okay, so determination of the stability by the location of this omega GC and omega PC. When the omega GC is less than omega PC, the system is stable, because both gain margin and phase margin are positive in this case. When the gain margin is greater than omega PC, means gain margin is coming later than the omega PC, in that case the gain margin and phase margin both becomes negative and the system is becoming unstable. And when the omega GC and omega PC both are same, at that time gain margin and phase margin becomes 0. Okay, so that is a marginally stable system. So this is a very important condition for the stability, that the omega GC should be less than omega PC. That should come earlier than the omega PC. Omega GC should come earlier than the omega PC, then and then the system becomes stable system, and then the gain margin and phase margin both are positive. Let's have an example on the Bode plot. So we are going to sketch the Bode plot for the transfer function 1000 upon 1 plus 0.1s into 1 plus 0.001s. We have to determine the stability, gain margin and phase margin. So first of all, we have to convert the g of s equation into g of j omega by replacing the s by j omega. So the equation becomes g of j omega equal to 1000 divided by 1 plus 0.1 j omega 1 plus 0.001 j omega. So there are two time constant 0.1 and 0.001. These are the two time constant, means there are two corner frequencies. Our first corner frequency is 1 divided by 0.1, that is equal to 10, and the second corner frequency is 1 divided by 0.001, that is 1000 radians per second. So the corner frequencies are 10 and 1000 radians per second. Now how to draw the different slopes? There are the particular slopes which can be drawn on a 0 dB line. So 20 plus 20 dB to 0 dB, that is a slope of minus 20 dB. From the plus 40 dB to 0 dB, that is the slope of minus 40 dB. Plus 60 dB to 0 dB, that is the slope of minus 60 dB. So in this way you can draw the magnitude plot. So this is the magnitude plot for the given example. First of all, we are having the 0 dB line because there is a no pole at the origin. So the 20 log k line is at the 60 dB by the calculations. So the first pole is at the first corner frequency omega 1 equal to 10. So the magnitude of minus 20 dB slope is starting from omega equal to 10, first time constant, and the second time constant, second corner frequency is of 1000. At that time the second pole is there of minus 20 dB, but the slope is depends upon the current slope and previous slope. The current slope is of minus 20 and the previous slope is of minus 20, so resultant slope is of minus 40 dB for the omega equal to 1000 radian per second. So in this way the magnitude plot we have seen. The next is the angle plot. For the angle plot we need to consider some values for the omega. So this should consider the omega from 1 to 1000 at least, because we have corner frequency up to 1000. So the angle calculation is from the tan inverse of imaginary term divided by real term. If we have 1 plus j omega, means the omega divided by 1. Omega is considered here, values of omega is considered, we can find out the angles easily. So in this way, as our normal graph, we can draw the phase angle plot. Okay, so this is the phase angle plot of the Bode plot. So the magnitude plot and angle plot both are shown on a single semi-log paper, that is the Bode plot here. But if you want to find out the omega GC means a gain crossover frequency at which the it cuts the 0 dB line. So it cuts the 0 dB line at omega equal to something that equals to above 1000. Okay, it is above 1000, and the omega PC is nearly approaching to the infinity. So both the gain margin and phase margin are approaching towards the infinity. Okay, so for this system, the equations for the gain margin and the values for the gain margin and phase margin both are positive. That's why the system is stable. Or if you see, if the roots are lies in the left half of S plane only, system is stable, and if any root lies in the right half of S plane, the system becomes unstable. So thank you very much for watching this video on the Bode plot. We'll see the Nyquist plot in the next video.